North PA Ghostbusters on the stage now at Warren County Pride. Let's take a live listen in to the opening ceremonies here for 2024 Warren County Pride.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are so excited to be here. The 5th Warren County Pride. That's right, 5 years of Warren County Pride, and we're here to make this the community. All of you guys, all of us together. This is our 3rd year. We're super happy to be here. We want to thank all of you, the vendors, the players, the performers, everybody.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Jill Sumner.
They're having some mic issues. We'll try to pick up the speaker as close as we can. And again, it's people wandering around. There's some foot traffic, so try to keep the shot on the Ghostbusters as much as we can.
I think our littlest member Ruby is looking to say hello to everybody. Say hello, Ruby.
Hi, I am Ruby.
Let's hear it for Ruby. With that, we're going to go ahead and pass the mic. Looks like we're being flagged now. All right. We're going to go ahead and pass the mic to Beth. She gets up here. Now, Beth Mallory is the opening speaker today. Nice to meet you. Pass the mic here.
Beth Mallory, the opening speaker here at Warren County Pride 2024.
And one thing is the most socially acceptable prejudice
Are
in the
you?
United States, and it's prevalent in Warren County too. Coupled with other prejudices people have the LGBTQ community or people of color, it can cause a very pervasive problem. So I wanted to start by giving you some stats for Warren County, Pennsylvania. 33% of Warren County is age 65 and older. Hard to believe, but it is. Almost 50% of Warren County is age 50 and older. By the year 2030, 1 in every 3 Pennsylvanians will be 65 and older. So what does that say to us? We've got to come together, young and old, and make Pennsylvania work for everybody. So start to become more inclusive. And that includes getting involved in every type of thing to stamp out any prejudice. What does prejudice mean for ageism for the county? Well, first of all, with the stats I just gave you, think about all the homes we have in Warren County that are going to be way too big for older people to stay in. It would be great if we had a support system to help take care of the older generation. Not happening. Young people are leaving Warren County. They're leaving Pennsylvania. So we have to work together to come up with ways to keep our older folks in the town and being productive, and also bringing younger people in to say, hey, we have a lot to offer here for young people too. One of the ways to do that is to ageism. People only think it's for elderly, but it's young people. It's called reverse ageism. I can't tell you how many times I hear, because I'm older, I'm the baby boomer generation. Why aren't you retired? You're too old to work. You, when you're in a meeting, the younger people roll their eyes at me like I have nothing to offer. But I'm going to say this about the younger people. I've heard older people say, oh, they shouldn't have a job there. They're not experienced enough. They haven't paid their dues. What do they know? We talk about giving people experience, but then we won't hire them to train them. We won't have mentor programs to mentor them. We don't do that. We look at people too. This county, for some reason, is always looked at people based on, now it's age. Age is the big socially acceptable one. But the LGBT community, persons of other color, people of different religions. I'm proud to say the aging office does not do that. You are hired based on what you can bring to the table to help us. So I want people to understand ageism is very pervasive. There's some discrepancies everywhere, like people in the job. I just gave you examples about workplace discrimination, about age. There's also societal. I don't know how many times you've been in a grocery store and have seen people that see an older person count and change at the counter. They make fun of them, or being too slow, or not being able to reach things. Okay, it's a common problem as they age. But then I've heard older people say things. If you have a young cash register girl who's cashing you out, and you say, oh, look, she's going to have to count change. Does she even know how to do it? Our young people aren't educated. In restaurants, you see it all the time. Older people sometimes get better treatment because they think they're bigger tippers. Where younger people, they look at them and think, oh, they won't tip. So it's just something I want everybody to think of. What we have to bring to the table to stop the prejudice. If we want Warren County to thrive, we have got to stop it. We've got to stop all prejudice, all discrimination. And it begins with things like this, these events. It begins at your polls when you vote for people. I'm getting tired of hearing, oh, this candidate's too old, this one's too young. Vote for the values and their beliefs and what they stand for. Let's do away with ageism in politics, ageism in Warren County. Let's look at what is to offer for the whole county. Discrimination is real. And like I said, when you look at ageism being the only socially acceptable prejudice, and it is, those are studies. During the COVID pandemic, I don't know, my one nephew even said to me, well, it's not too bad, it's killing all the old folks off because it's leaving Medicare and Social Security open for us. I have news, I paid into that system. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to die just so somebody else can live. Why can't we come up with some way to work together so everyone can live? There's enough resources in Warren County to share with everybody. There really is. We have to find ways to keep Warren County vital. And I'm very proud of this doings here. Pride. This is wonderful. This is wonderful how many groups come out to support basically anti-prejudice, because that's what it is. So I'm going to ask you, when next time you think of ageism, to think about, look at yourself. What can you do? You can do by understanding there's always been generation gaps, but each person has to look at themselves and say, what can I do to make a difference? What is wrong? When I look at a young person, why do I think they're so different than me? They breathe oxygen. They have the same values and goals I want, is to live and be happy. There's not any difference, and there isn't for older people either. So the first thing you have to do to stop your biases and prejudices is look in the mirror. Evaluate yourself, your inside, see what you have to offer to people. See what maybe you have some prejudices against. We all have them. We all do. I was surprised when I sat and looked at how I have ageist views of young people. And I work really hard not to do that. But, it's not like people who are older hear things like on Twitter. In 2021, there was actually a thing going around called the boomer removers. They wanted us to die from COVID. Well, I'm not dying anytime soon. So just to let you know that. But that when they see it, then they naturally think the young people are all against them. That's not true. Countries that have a better view on ageism, have less ageist values, live happier, live longer, and everybody has the same human rights. And we need to start applying that in this country and in Warren County. I'm very proud of everybody here. I hope we can keep it up and keep combating ageism. Make the county better for everybody. I don't care what you're prejudiced against. Look at what's inside of you, and then go out and be an activist. At those polls, don't vote for people that have prejudice. Vote for people that want to make a difference, that want to be all inclusive, because that's what we are as a nation, and that's how we were founded. So please make a difference at the polls. Self-examine yourself, see what your prejudices are. The next time you see an elderly person, don't roll your eyes. Next time you see a young person, don't have your thoughts, oh, they haven't paid their dues. What do they know? They know a lot. So do the older people. You'd be surprised if we sat down and talked as a group, how much we each have to offer. So I hope that helps. I've had 15 minutes. I don't know if I'm even close, but I changed my whole speech. What I was going to do, I was going to stand up here and give you a bunch of statistics from WHO. I will give you one from the World Health Organization. 6.3 million people in the world are depressed due to ageism. That's how prevalent it is. Guess who has the highest number of people? Can you guess? The United States of America. Shame on us. Shame on us. Let's embrace everybody. It is not our sameness that makes us a unity. It's our differences and how we cross the divide to have our differences. Young, old, gay, straight, person of color, Protestant, Satanist, whatever you are, it doesn't matter. You're a human being. And your inside should be valued for who you are, your character. Not for your age, your sexual identity. Those things are all a bunch of hogwash. And we have to start fighting that and combating that. So, like I said, when you still realize ageism is a socially acceptable, it is. People say it all the time. I make fun of myself when I hear it all the time. I hear young people make fun of themselves because people said, oh, they're wet behind the ears. What do they know? I said, we have to stop that. We have to look at people as individuals. So I hope if you take anything away from this today, that's what you take from it. Let's all join together and unify. Instead of sowing hatred, let's sow peace and love and what's important. So thank you very much. I'm sorry it didn't take 15 minutes, but I did change it all things. So have fun today, everybody.
And that was Beth Mowry speaking
All
on
right.
aging.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ashley. I am DJ Sabine. And thank you. Right now, we're going to introduce the Warren County Pride Group President Sarah Culver. Vice President Jim Summer. The Treasurer, Barry C. And the Secretary, Heather Matthew Scott. Unfortunately, he's not able to be here and needs to. And the volunteer coordinator is Teresa. Okay. And town coordinator is Chad Schuler.
You can see Betts Park starting to fill up here
Thank you all for being here.
for 2024 Warren County Pride. And this will be going on at the west end of Betts Park down by the boat launch area until 4 p.m. today. So if you're out and about, lots of stuff going on at Warren County Pride 2024. You can see lots of vendor tents, music, dancing, vendors, fun, play. Some of our great Warren County Pride board members. So again, if you're out and about today wanting to look for something fun to do, head on down to Betts Park until 4 p.m. It is Warren County Pride 2024.